Et salut à tous, c'est Goubi, on se retrouve sur Disco Elysium. J'espère que vous êtes toujours aussi bien installés confortablement. J'allais voir celui qui s'était foutu de moi la dernière fois, qui s'était enfui en plus.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
Mhm.
It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight. And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Oui, la femme de ménage m'a laissé entrer, elle m'a aussi conduit à votre appartement.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
Comment ça? Attention, oui.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Pourquoi je voudrais rencontrer votre ami?
Trust me, you do.
Très bien, je lui parlerai, mais je vais d'abord poser des
That's
questions.
nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up. One. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Le filet où?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Vous me promettez qu'on se reparlera, c'est important.
We'll talk. Just not tonight.
Mhm.
Take care, alright?
Oh, j'ai fait à travers le mur. Je suis balèze. Je ne veux même pas savoir ce qui se passe
Officers
ici.
of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Ouais.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the terms here.
Montrez le peignoir en soie. Mais avant tout, dites-moi où vous avez déniché ce magnifique peignoir en soie.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
That didn't work at all.
Vous pouvez me parler de votre ami?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Ne pas révéler son identité.
Sorry. Who?
Ok, votre ami.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Pas son nom.
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
Vous pouvez juste me dire qu'il étudie les arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Quelle sorte d'art?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
C'est quoi Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
C'est-à-dire?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21 and it's been pending ever since.
Je suis pas plus avancé concernant Kedra.
It's warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's ménage decided to emigrate.
Êtes-vous
How did
devenus
any
amis?
of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night, civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
De quoi parlez-vous? C'est pas comme ça qu'on devient amis.
Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
Et que faites-vous seul dans cet appartement?
I'm just enjoying the view.
Quelle vue?
Listen,
The baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
La vie est en train de pleurer.
oh, listen. The Insulindian Bay.
Comment ça?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
J'étais en train de m'intéresser à votre ami.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
Bref.
I'm all ears, officer.
Qu'est-ce que vous venez faire à Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Et je leur demande ce que vous faites dans l'appartement.
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
Que cette communauté
La
internationale?
communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
Qu'est-ce que j'appelle la coalition?
Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration.
C'est-à-dire une sorte de bureaucrate.
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
J'ai déjà entendu parler de cette morale interne, mais j'aimerais bien en apprendre davantage.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
Nouveau moraliste?
But of course,
Et pourquoi?
because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
J'ai pas l'impression que Martinez soit très stable.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
Et le reste de Revachol?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
C'est ça le moralisme. C'est comme si à chaque fois que je vais parler à quelqu'un, je choisissais l'option D. J'ai pas envie de dire que la démocratie c'est une fumisterie tant que la classe ouvrière étouffe sous la botte. J'ai pas envie de dire que les Révachols doivent être gouvernés par les Révacholiens et j'ai pas envie de dire que que ça m'emmerde d'être moraliste quoi.
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
En fait c'est ça. Mais tout le reste est très extrême.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome.
J'ai l'impression de vivre dans au milieu d'une bande de cinglés.
Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed, an ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Parlez-moi sur la
What's
clé.
there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Pourquoi Révachol est la coqueluche de sur la clé?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Clé's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Ah merci, j'ai eu ma dose
Whatever
d'économie.
you wish, officer.
J'ai assisté au
I'm
lynchage.
sorry to say I did, officer.
On sait par le début si vous voulez bien.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
Vous voulez dire que c'était divertissant?
No, no. I mean, it was so strange. I could barely believe what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Qui c'est les pouvez-vous les décrire?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
Combien était-il?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
Y avait-il des costauds du genre 200 kilos?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
S'est-il passé
I went
ensuite?
back inside.
Vous n'avez pas réellement assisté alors?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
C'est des hommes, des
All
femmes?
men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
That doesn't quite comport with what you know. Don't forget the lady driver.
Je n'oublie pas! Vous êtes sûr qu'au moins l'un d'eux n'était pas une
It's
femme?
possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember.
Quelle était leur
I
ethnicité?
believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Aeropagites among them. And I am
Aéropagiste?
quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
S'est-il passé ensuite?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
Comment ça il s'est rien passé?
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Pourquoi vous n'avez pas appelé la MCR?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
Pouvez-vous me dire à quel moment c'est arrivé?
All I can say is that it was late.
Vous n'avez pas regardé votre montre?
My watch. Yes, now I remember. It was 30 minutes past midnight,
Donc,
give or take.
donc je résume, vous n'avez pas réellement assisté à la pendaison, c'est ça?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Eh ben, belle
I'm
perte de
sorry
temps.
I couldn't be of more assistance.
Merci.
A moment, officer.
Oh
Do
non.
you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Pourquoi est-ce qu'on reparlerait plus jamais?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen.
Merci
And
Lucio.
I'm pressed for time.
On est terminé
Of
ici.
course. I'm glad I could help.
Euh... Oui, oui, pas besoin de me le rappeler. Ah oui. Ça, je vais peut-être attendre qu'ils reviennent, Kim. Je sais pas. Pour l'instant, il n'y a rien vraiment qui m'intéresse, quoi. Comment je fais ça? Pourquoi pas, hein. J'avais déjà ouvert ça, il me semble. Ah oui, j'étais déjà venu ici. J'avais jamais vu tout ça.
You hear someone walking up a poor communard from the looks.
Do I have to? Do you have?
Later then,
You're back. Good.
En fait, j'ai parlé à
What
Evrard.
You have. And how did you like Mr. Clare?
finally, time to choose sides.
N'importe ce que j'en pense, je fais juste mon travail.
Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise. I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like passing some information, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
L'argent que vous m'avez donné, est-ce que ça rendrait pas les informations gênantes?
Weird. Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see, even when it comes to trade secrets. Which isn't to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage. Even if they did, it would be fine. But they don't, since you logged the money as a donation, and this is clearly just gossip between friends.
J'ai aidé à pimenter un peu le borscht.
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making? The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it?
Non, vous avez mal compris, voilà ce que j'ai fait. Mieux que vous n'avez pas mis d'alcool.
Beyond curious. I will choose to interpret that as you turning the alcohol in the strike brew down. For the sake of our professional relationship. And because I don't like the idea of them any more drunk than they already are. What else?
Alors là, si je lui dis... Allez, je lui dis.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
C'est toi qui l'as?
So very, very helpful. And how is that going? Do you have any leads on that gun?
Dès qu'il l'aura bientôt retrouvé.
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, was there anything else you've heard? Of course, Detective. Until then, is there anything I can help you with? I fear I've told you all I know. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Que faire? Elle, je suis sûr, elle a un rôle, mais bon.
Just an ordinary war. Nothing. You sit on the wind-worn wooden plank.
Attendre 1 heure. Ah, bien, bien.
You finally stop picking your nose.
Non, je voulais encore attendre un petit peu.
The Jamrock Shuffle. In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows, maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
Donc ça me donne quoi? Les conteneurs verrouillés rapportent du butin de meilleure qualité. Ouais.
Kingdom of Conscience.
J'aurais dû l'avoir bien plus tôt, ça. Ça n'a pas de conteneur verrouillé. Ah, peut-être en haut là.
The kingdom of conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on earth.
L'image est quand même très spéciale. Hein. Ça me donne les choix de dialogue moraliste, octroi plus 1 de morale. Ça c'est pas mal. Et il faudrait savoir quand je fais un dialogue moraliste quoi. Et pour volonté, je peux aller un peu plus loin. J'attends un quart d'heure encore. 15 minutes.
The twiddling barely keeps your hands warm against the frigid wind.
Ça m'a mis à 27%, donc je vais aller chercher mes dés. J'aurais pas dû le faire du coup, parce que si je fais un truc moraliste... Je suis désolé Kim, tout ce que je fais sans toi. Ah non, faut plus que je vienne ici, ça me démoralise. Ah, ça aurait été stylé de mettre un cadavre ici. Hein. Enfin, dans le jeu bien sûr. Hein.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Je suis défoncé ou quoi? Dans 8 heures. Je l'ai reçu à 15h03. Je sais pas compter ou quoi? Bon allez, je vais aller dormir.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Oh, oh excusez-moi, j'ai pas... Je me demandais justement comment ça allait se passer. Mais l'autre a travaillé H24, ça veut dire.
You see a heavy steel door. The door is closed. Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not to mention.
Je comprends pas. Je comprends pas. Comment on fait
The bed is
quoi,
still cold from the
c'est le
broken
premier
window,
personnage qu'on
and
rencontre
not
quoi.
too inviting. The bed is still cold.
C'est la première personne qu'on
Here
rencontre et
we
on peut
are
pas lui
again, my
reparler.
broken bird. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No. You have to. You're not. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides.
And there's a lot of it. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
Yes, your body is a system, and it's failing you because you're failing it.
Je suis un artiste, les lésions du foie ce sont mon art.
Oh yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Je le ferai.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself. While the world...
Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Ah, pas mal. J'avais oublié.
Yes?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Si vous êtes patrouilleuse,
Yes, I am.
tu flics
I
aussi.
know.
Here's the real deal.
Quand tu Humbert, la cavalerie, c'est vous.
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Tout va bien, pourquoi vous
I
voulez pas
don't
me parler?
I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Je vous ai fait du tort, j'en ai fait à plein de gens.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
Pourtant, avec quel poste?
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
Qu'est-ce que vous la police fait ici?
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
Face de jument.
Fucking asshole. Are we done here?
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Je sais, c'est délibéré.
Like undercover?
Well, as far as disguises go, this is one of the best I've seen. I mean, I could swear you're an actual bum.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
Don't even try to win him over. He won't.
Allez.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask.
Vous avez déjà rencontré?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Une autre vie?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
21.
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good.
Kim, c'est qui ce type?
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him.
Parlons un peu
No
plus de
wonder.
ce hypothétique
He just
post-41
doesn't
que vous avez
recognize
mentionné.
them.
Okay.
Quelle serait notre relation de cet univers alternatif?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Kim est plus cool que vous.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered, but Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
The lieutenant is silent.
Complice d'un crime ou?
No, because in this thought experiment, we're all police officers in a police station. We don't do crimes. We're not crime bros.
Come on, stop it.
Voyez-vous un crime à
Oh,
résoudre?
no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
Qui d'autre travaille dans notre poste de police imaginaire?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang.
C'est qui l'excentrique fils de l'homme?
Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Vous voulez m'en dire plus sur lui ou sur elle?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by this sunglassed man.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that said.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Sac à merde.
Exactly.
He didn't answer your question.
No. Cause
Pour
it's
ça, non.
not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
Vous n'avez pas de répondre à mes questions, vous pourrez peut-être m'entendre dire quelque chose.
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Suddenly.
Je
out
vois
of
sur l'enquête, un
nowhere.
homme a été pendu.
So, do you know who hanged him?
Pas encore?
Yeah, I can see that.
Pourquoi je raconte
I
ça?
don't know. Why are you?
Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man with sunglasses felt calming, like you've done it before. You know what? It must be because he's buff. He looks like he works out, like he's got the devil on his back.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? Okay, why not? So, I don't know. Oh my god. Watch out for you.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to
Seconde,
your
votre voix, je la
station?
reconnais.
Oh really? I wonder where.
J'ai perdu mon insigne récemment et quand j'ai appelé pour le signaler, vous étiez là.
That's the where you remember me from?
Oui, je vous ai jamais vu.
Okay then. It's probably a coincidence. People saw.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
C'est bizarre,
There's
oui.
something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still, yes, just...
Again?
Est-ce qu'on est du même poste de
I'm
police?
going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
D'accord.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go.
Oh là là, il y a plein de gens.
Can I help you?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again. Surely things can't be that bad.
You sense that she won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Ce n'est pas trop grave.
You know where we are, right?
Au café.
That's right. And where is the whirling itself like?
Revachol.
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of
D'accord.
Yes. And Revachol? Oh my. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried. Outside, spring rain seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets and into grated storm drains, all the way down into the sewers.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Oh, sweetie, it's really not. There used to be people who thought that way, other people who wanted those things, but Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own.
C'est qu'un gouvernement comme c'est possible qu'il y ait des
Certainly
flics.
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't really any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Alors comment je me débrouille?
You were doing quite well up until the...
A sigh.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of
Pourquoi je lui
amnesia
parlais?
are often temporary, so
She means this sincere.
someone more educated in sweeping matters.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a police officer.
Of course. Then, I don't know, someone rich me, but thank you, sweetie.
Oui, je dois lui parler?
Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? Do you want... There's no 3 days during that
Ah,
time.
ça j'ai déjà vu.
Okay then. Was there anything else? Good.
No response. A moment passes. No response.
Have you tried...
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice.
Try work. The case at hand. It can work me. Focus.
Your heart beats too. The lieutenant.
Excuse me. I was lecturing you. I shouldn't have. You should consult a medical professional if you feel that you need help. You can use the radio in my kinema.
This habit of dispensing wisdom has been... A moment passes. The lieutenant.
Récupérer mon dé, fermer l'écluse. Mais là, il y a des gens à parler. Alors lui, là, je vois pas qui c'est.
Hi, gendarme.
Ah, ok.
Another rendezvous.
Salut.
Hi, hi. So what brings you here?
Rencontrez votre ami du
You
dimanche.
did. And how did you like him?
Rapport du gouvernement, j'ai pas confiance dans le
Oh,
gouvernement.
shoot. Why not?
Et qui est fiché chez vous au beau milieu de la
He has
nuit.
keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
Qui
A
est-ce?
visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return to
T'en
his
es où?
opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
Faites quoi tous les deux?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
Alors qu'un ami du dimanche?
That he won't be there when times get tough.
Vraiment un
It
ami?
is. On Sundays.
Moi, je suis pas là pour parler des autres, mais de vous.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
Est-ce que vous fichez ici?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
Je vis ici.
Convenient. But what are you doing here?
Alors moi, c'est de nouveaux
Talking
types
Oh,
baraqués.
yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
Était-il seul?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
Son
Yes,
oreillette?
you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
Qu'est-ce qu'il
Just
disait?
reporting back whatever I was telling him.
De quoi il avait l'air?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Qu'est-ce que vous l'avez
Nothing.
raconté?
That I didn't see anything.
Il a gobé ça?
Why shouldn't he?
Vous avez parlé de votre ami?
What friend?
Votre ami du dimanche.
No, I don't think it came up.
À part être baraqué, il y avait d'autres signes distinctifs.
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Merci pour les
Sure.
renseignements.
Anything else on your mind?
It's the sports. He's a sports guy, all about that physical prowess and...
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Mhm. Bon, je vais une nouvelle fois aller chercher ce dé, on verra bien. Hmm.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom die. 1 universal die for Wirral Untethered.
It feels icy. Just holding this die in your hand sends a jolt of cold down your spine. Through the dark resin, you can make out a nugget of bone hewn from an alligator's jaw.
Consultez l'onglet carte de votre journal pour vérifier quels lancers blancs sont accessibles. Par rapport. Alors, je peux lancer un dé en plus. Je vais. Il n'y a pas un inclus par exemple?
Yes.
Ah mais il sert à rien alors le dé.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Je vais acheter 7 balles un dé qui sert à rien. Ouais. Putain, je pense pas que j'ai eu le mot de passe depuis, hein. Je m'en souviens pas.
Tiles on the cube are still like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. Nothing happens. The speaker comes.
Good morning. So, please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password. Proceed.
That sounds bad. Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still. The filament
Fortress
slides out of its
accident.
dwelling.
Je serai pas plus avancé dans cette histoire non plus. J'ai l'écluse à faire. Il m'a rien dit pour le cadavre lui. Non, je vais pas passer par là.
A rusting control. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. The water lock starts moving.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next. There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or portal-reel at hand. But even just holding the tape makes you feel... A pawn shop would have a tape player. Banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. It must be cold and lonely down there. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez?
C'est là que menaient les traces partant de la place.
It appears to be so.
Enquêtons.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
Quel est le constructeur de cette compagnie? Il y a un
The
logo.
logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
Combien de temps qu'elle est
The
là?
ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
C'est votre main sur le
The
métal
motor
froid.
carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it. Rust, moss, and sea life have already claimed it for themselves and initiated a slow decomposition.
Eh bien, on dirait que le voyage de Jacob Here s'est terminé abruptement
Your
ici.
mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Vous avez quelque chose,
I did
lieutenant?
not.
Que
But
doit-on
let's
faire?
wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Ça va prendre combien de temps?
I don't know. An hour or two tops?
Vous allez asseoir sur la balançoire à attendre que la marée se retire. Ah oui. 8h37.
As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the hinges creak under your weight. Dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the
Je vais
blue
tenter,
motor
hein.
carriage.
Ah mais j'ai zéro.
Spit fly.
Raining heavily here, Chief. Mind keep.
The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
Savez-vous voir ici dans ce satané
With
vent?
his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful, melodic trill. That you hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed.
Alors votre père était aussi, vous savez.
My dad and mom are both half Serlite.
Oh, tous les deux.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Si vous deviez choisir un camp entre les grévistes et la société de transport, vous choisirez qui?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Je suppose que c'est votre façon de dire que vous serez du côté de la compagnie de transport.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30
Vous
more
voyez la marque
minutes
maintenant?
pass.
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. it's a Capri, Model 40.
Yes. Why haven't you?
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people, you know, those kinds of people. Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
Je dirais que l'usine a fait erreur, accès normal, plus
But
compris.
it could also be the number of a police precinct. Precinct 41. Your precinct.
Ah, c'est ma voiture!
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry. What did you do? No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh mon dieu, c'est moi qui ai conduit la voiture dans la mer?
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
Ah, des marques de jeu. Peut-être que je peux chasser quelqu'un?
I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Probably. Try definitely.
Comment fait-on pour la... Non. Un signe l'arme, maintenant ça.
The lieutenant. There is also a fourth,
Quatrième chose.
more precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage, combined. Lost forever.
Bon, je peux voir ce qu'il y a dedans.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Mais ça, les amis, ça sera dans la prochaine vidéo. Je vous remercie tous d'avoir suivi et à la prochaine. Salut.